Before you ask God for anything else, you need to believe the last thing that he told you, but you also need to understand that he wants to send you help. See, God loves to remind us that he's doing a new thing, right? He's calling us to new territories, a new year, new opportunities, new community, new friendships, new relationships, whatever. It requires newness. But if your mind is still stuck in the past, in the old you, in the old stuff, in the place that he delivered you out of, my love, I got bad news for you. You're going to hinder and delay the promise. And because this is all new, right, it requires a whole new version of you. It's something you've never done before. You're going to need help. You're going to need guidance, whether that's from man or it's just from God. But don't allow your pride, ego, and self-sufficiency to hinder the helping hand that the Lord is trying to extend, okay? And because we do Bible over here and not just opinion, it's making me think about the Israelites when the Lord literally delivered the Israelites out of Egypt where they were slaves and said, boom, you just gonna have to go through the wilderness for 12 days. You know, it's just a little transition period before I get you to the promise. But because they was complaining and whining for so long, that 12 days turned into 40 years. It literally says in Numbers chapter 14, verse 2, it says, if only we had died in Egypt or even here in the wilderness, they complained. Why is the Lord taking us into this country only to have us die in battle? Blah, 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 blah. You mean to tell me you were slaves, you were being beaten and tormented, and the Lord said, boom, I'm going to send help, Moses and Joshua, to help deliver you and take you from the pit to the palace. I'm gonna help them take you to the promised land. But they was complaining the whole time because they was in the wilderness, but because it didn't look like where they had came from, they were only focused on the past. They couldn't see that God was literally doing a new thing and transitioning them into the promise. Also makes me think about the story of Zechariah. So in Luke chapter 1, basically there was this old man and his wife, and they couldn't have kids. So they had been praying and asking God to give us a baby, whatever. I'm sure somewhere along the way they probably got discouraged and gave up. But the Lord heard their cry. He said, boom, let me talk to my homeboy Gabriel, which is an angel and a messenger. Go down there and let them know, boom, I hear your cry. I heard your prayer. I'm gonna deliver on my promise. I'm going to give you a baby. You're going to give birth. It's going to be a baby boy. Here's the prophecy for his whole life. And his name is going to be John. Now, with all that the Lord done promised Zechariah, he going to have the nerve to turn around in Luke chapter 1, verse 18. He going to say, how can I be sure that this will happen? I'm an old man and my wife is well along in her years too. See, God don't mind us asking questions. It was the fact that he doubted God when he's like, I just gave you the whole promise. I gave you the whole rundown. What do you mean? How can you be sure? He came to you. He sent someone to deliver the message, like hand deliver the message to you. It's in your face. And you gonna say, how can I be sure? So he ended up zipping them lips. He couldn't speak for a whole 9 months until that baby was born. Long story short, you need to believe that God is going to keep his promise. You need to believe that he's made a way and he's making a way. Your situation or circumstances may not look or feel as desirable as you would like them to be, but you need to wait. You need to trust him in the transition to what he told you was yours. And also understand that you're not going to have to endure this journey alone. He is